That'll do it tonight. A 14-point win for the Philadelphia Eagles. 3-0 for the first time since 92-93.
How old is your message to the team in there?
It's a hard-fought game. We own it. We own it. We got to make plays. We got young guys. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us, and we're not going to feel sorry for anybody. We got to get nursed up and get the injured guys healthy, and we got a division game this week.
The success of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the last 3 seasons has created 2 different camps of people. One camp is full of belief, focused on how to sustain greatness, while the other is focused on something else.
A big change this year with somebody leaving your division, Tom Brady. I know you've had a lot of fun with those battles. What was your reaction when he says he's putting it up for good?
We're glad that he's out of the division, The Tampa Bay will probably go back to where Tampa Bay has been.
I think there's a lot of chatter that happens in the offseason. It's the media's job to, they talk about things, like they ask whatever questions that they want to ask. And then you obviously have, players or whatever talking, whatever trash that they want to talk.
All I'm saying is, I think this team has a lot of holes.
One of them's going to finish in 4th place. If I have to pick one today, I'll say the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I hear that.
The narrative in the offseason is the Bucs are done, we're going to be the worst team in the league and all that kind of stuff. And initially I'm just like, how? But then I quickly transitioned to who cares, man? It doesn't matter. We understand what we have in the building. We know we have talent. We know we have great coaches. We know we have good schemes. Let's go put the work in and see where we're at the end of the year.
Right now, the Bucs are coming off their first loss of the season, in a game where Chris Godwin was held to just 3 catches.
It evens out eventually. It's 3 games in. We don't worry about that right now. Chris is going to get his place.
Losing, it magnifies whatever mistakes that you've already made, but we go into that week and it's we lost, yes, but it's not the end of the world. Let's get back on track.
And with a track record like Godwin's, no one is concerned.
Chris Godwin has been a very productive receiver for the Buccaneers since his 2nd season and in a wide variety of roles. He's basically a number 1 NFL receiver who came to a franchise that already had a number 1 NFL wide receiver.
Back for it, works Mike Evans!
Mike Evans has obviously set the bar very, very high for this franchise. But if you look at every Buccaneers record list for pass catching, Chris Godwin's 2nd on almost all of them. Receptions, he's 2nd in yards by a wide margin over 3rd place. Among receivers, 2nd in touchdown catches. He's 2nd in 100-yard receiving games.
Chris Godwin is kind of the straw that stirs the drink here. How do you see Mike and Chris being used?
Moving the receivers to gain access. You can release easier if you move your receivers around. So we have a simple system that allows us to be able to do that, to give them access into the secondary.
Dave Canales wanted to get him more involved on the outside, get him downfield more. His average depth of route is a lot higher, depth of target is a lot higher. He's not catching as many of those screens right at the line of scrimmage, but he's catching them farther down the field, which means he's not really needed to provide all that yak on those quick short passes where he has to make up a lot of the yards on that play on his own.
Let's go. Let's go, man. Off day. Let's get it. Let's go. It's on us, dog.
Weather the storm, man. It's time for us to show out today.
Yes, sir.
Put it all together and play for each other.
Whenever we play in the Saints, we know what it is. We know the type of game that it's going to be. It's going to be a hard-fought battle. It's going to be physical. There's going to be a bunch of chippy stuff, but that's a given.
You already know, bro. Let's do it. All day, bro.
You know what this about, man?
Yes, sir.
Let's rock out, man. 4 quarters, go hard,
Let's do it.
Hard.
Let's play our damn hearts out,
go.
bro. We got leaderboards now. Let's go. Lady 2.
Going into that week, it's I'm just trying to do whatever I can to make sure that I'm ready, physically presenting myself the best that I can for my team.
You can tell it's loud and electric in here. It's always a party in New Orleans, but this one's going to be intense.
Yankees have decided they've been the division champs. The last 6 years, it's been one of these organizations, each with a different quarterback this year.
I pride myself on doing that for our quarterbacks, being, a security blanket for them, being someone that they can rely on, whether it's, first quarter or whether it's the fourth quarter.
2nd and 7 the other way. Catch made. And good work to get up across the 25-yard line by Chris Godwin.
The Saints defense, they were running some man coverage on us as a receiver. When someone like goes man coverage, it's like you look forward to that because you know you're going to get the opportunity to win versus one guy.
Fake to him. Mayfield's throw, that's caught.
There it is. We were able to get to certain calls because we were sustaining drives a lot better.
Mayfield. Evans, he's got it.
The way the targets were coming, the types of plays that we were calling, it just opened up the offense a lot more, and it puts more pressure on the defense when you have longer drives.
This is the 14th play now of this drive. The Bucs working all the way from their own 13-yard line inside the 15 of the Saints on 3rd and 8. Underneath to White. Rashad White will get the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Tampa Bay. What a move from Rashad White. Mayfield in trouble. Throws. It's a touchdown for the Bucs. Kane Upton.
Yes, Kane. Great play, baby.
Rough in the pass. What a play by Mayfield. Jordan had him below, and Nathan Shepard hit him high with his shoulder.
Hey, Bate, great job, bro. Hey, man.
Baker Mayfield continues to prove that he can take a lick and continue to tick.
It's been a lot of fun, man, because he's playing so free. You can just tell how fiery of a competitor that he is. He loves ball, but he also wants to win.
Great drive here. Great drive.
Go big.
Yeah.
Here is the snap under center. Carr will feed the ball to the fullback, and Prentice is going to just get down low. And
the ball's out.
No, the ball is loose. The Buccaneers say they've come up with it. Buccaneers say we've got the football. Well, Antoine Winfield says he's got the football.
They got it.
Let's see if the Bucs have it. We do.
Hey, let's get it in now. Let's go.
The offense takes over a short field with a chance to boost their lead, but they're down at number 1 wideout.
All right, Jen Hale reporting from down on the field that Mike Evans has a hamstring issue. The work on him at halftime, he's questionable rest of the way.
We play 2 different positions, and the roles that we play within our offense, are 2 different roles, both vital, but it's 2 different roles. So, it was on Trey and DT, and Rock to step up.
2nd and goal. Mayfield folding it for Palmer, the rookie. Trey Palmer hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. His 2nd touchdown as a pro.
Let's go! Come on, Trey! Let's go!
You can see this rookie, 6th rounder out of Nebraska, shine in the preseason, earned himself a regular role.
Hey, that's a big play. Let's go. We got more to do. Let's go. That's a big play.
Hey, we went up on top of that, boy. Did I go up?
Hey, what'd you work?
Hey, this thing go?
Yeah. That's it. Bang, bang. Go. Go. Good. Go. Good. Ball. Good release, man. Get it back. Turn it over.
Every time you see me, this time, I'm going to give him a 1-2.
Winner today goes to the top of the divisional. Both of these teams started out 2-0, coming off tough losses last week in different ways.
Put a jaw together now. Then get 6, fellas. Come on. Let's bring it to them.
Bucs with the upper hand, and their defense is helping them hang on. Baker Mayfield down the middle. Godwin has it across midfield. Chris Godwin down to the New Orleans 40-yard line. Big play. Boy, Baker seeing the field so well.
Yeah, and the thing that I really like from Baker Mayfield, what we've seen so far, better decision-making, not forcing the ball when he doesn't have to.
Mayfield straight ahead. to the 35-yard line.
Since he's been in our locker room, man, he's been a great addition. And the added element of being able to run and scramble and extend plays when something breaks down or if it's not there initially, it adds like a completely different, aspect to our game that people have to game plan for.
From the 37 of Tampa Bay. A delayed blitz. What a catch. Godwin coming back to it for a first. Come on!
Chris Godwin's a stud, man. So reliable, so consistent every single day. You see the work ethic, you see it. He's a pro's pro. Obviously, he's so talented, but there's not many that are mentally wired like him to show up and be that consistent every day, to do a lot of the dirty work in the run game and then have a huge third down conversion.
If you want to find out who a quarterback and a coach really trusts, look at who they throw to on third down. Chris Godwin has been excellent on third downs this year, been targeted 11 times, caught 10 of those passes, and 8 of them have gone for first downs. And the passer rating for Baker Mayfield, when he throws to Chris Godwin on third downs, is 118.8. So Baker trusts him. Obviously, he's very good in that role.
What I did best there was just being patient. Plays come, plays go, but when you're patient and you just trust the process, like, things will happen for you because you're going to be ready for the opportunity.
Godwin has it. Flag down. Chris Godwin hits at the 10-yard line. First and goal, Bucs. Bucs in good hands with Chris Godwin, his 19th career 100-yard game. And he took over when Mike Evans went out with a hamstring. But he's always there. I mean, 2 franchise record-holding receivers who play at the same time, a rarity.
Let's just take advantage of whatever comes my way. And like, that's always my approach. Like, cliche or not, like, that's always my approach. Like, I can't get too worried on like what someone else is doing, what the defense is doing, how many targets I'm getting like in the moment. It's like, let's just go play.
On a 3rd and goal. Baker hesitates, wanted his tight end. And throws, diving, but did he get in the end zone? Devin Tompkins, touchdown! Wow. The patience and vision of Baker Mayfield.
Come on, dog! Come on!
Devin Tompkins does what he's supposed to do on this one. Try and get into the vision of the quarterback. You know your quarterback's in trouble. Get on the move. Try and find a window.
That's a hell of a catch, boy. Hey, love you, boy. I love you, bro. Way to work, dog. Hey, where my ball at?
In this rivalry, the Bucs, for the first time, head-to-head, get their 3rd straight win against New Orleans. That has not been done before.
Now what, we're 3-1, and the narrative is all of a sudden starting to change a bit on the Bucs. But it still doesn't matter. Like, if we don't go out and continue to put the work in, continue to improve, it could change in a heartbeat.
I'm learning. I'm still learning. Hey, all year, bro, you're going to keep learning. There's going to be more and more, you feel me? But just keep the same mentality that you've been having, bro. That's going to allow you to keep having more and more success. You keep playing free. You know what I'm saying? We got some big in store, bro.
A 26-9 victory for the Bucs, who go to 3-1, top of the division.
That's a hell of a team win right there. Hell of a team win. On the road against a hell of a ball club by double digits. What's the one word that describes this win?
The Bucs' victory over the Saints marks the 3rd in a row against their division rival, in the same place where Tampa Bay got their very first win in franchise history.
The young, aggressive Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
December 11th, 1977 may feel like 2 lifetimes ago, but what happened that day is a microcosm of the legacy that this team was built on: persistence and belief. And this week is a reminder of that legacy and the long-standing love affair that Tampa Bay has with its Buccaneers. April 24th, 1974, the NFL awarded its 27th franchise to Tampa, Florida, and Bucco Bruce was born. Long before Raymond James Stadium, And even longer before One Buccaneer Place, there was the original Tampa Stadium, affectionately called the Big Sombrero. A capacity of 72,000, fans would pile in to watch their new team every Sunday, led by Coach John McKay and the team's first ever draft pick, Leroy Selmon.
To be pick number 1, it's been a great experience so far, and just now you're just kind of hoping that you can really stand up to being as good as the pick is.
Selmon would rack up 78.5 sacks in his career on his way to the Hall of Fame.
So we said we'll build the house, we'll build the foundation first, and we ain't gonna tell people what the house looks like till we get it all built. But it's not gonna wash away in a flood. We're gonna have a good foundation.
And that foundation rested on the shoulders of Selmon, Doug Williams, Richard Wood, Jimmy Giles, and Ricky Bell. And those same players led this team to its first NFC Central Division title in 1979.
The Buccaneers are the NFC Central Division champions.
And gentlemen, who picked this to be last? All the horses' asses.
The Buccaneers moved through the decades in creamsicle and white. But despite being decommissioned as the official uniform some 27 years ago, its status has remained iconic. Last worn by players like Allstott, Lynch, Brooks, and Sapp. The colors make a long-awaited return this weekend against the Detroit Lions.
Your thoughts on the creamsicle color scheme? It's a good look on it.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know about a couple of our redheads on the team, but I'll take it.
They're pretty slick now. I'm really excited. I think everyone's going to be really, really happy, on Sunday with how they look, and hopefully we go out and have a great game as well.
Oh, I can't wait. I think personally that's my favorite combo right there, the Creamsicles. I don't think you could top that.
But this one I'm definitely keeping this one. I might even keep the helmet as well.
Creamsicle's nice for the fans. Even some of the players looks at it nice, but the game is played the same way. We're not going to win a game because we put on different color uniforms. We got to get back to the grind. We got to work. We got to scratch. We got to claw. We got to do all the little things right to give ourselves a chance.
As the team looks ahead to game day, this week has many Bucs fans on a trip down memory lane. And if you were around Tampa Bay in the late 70s, your soundtrack on Sundays probably went a little something like this.
Well, the team was brand new. I was a big fan of the Bucs, very excited like all the residents in the Tampa Bay area. I put the song together prior to even thinking if they would even use it or not. It was, I guess, the egg and then the chicken, okay?
From the kitchen table of Jeff Arthur hatched a song that's been around since the beginning, a song with purpose.
Hey, hey, Tampa Bay. I love the line. Okay, it was easy to remember. And the other thing I wanted to do was teach people how to spell Buccaneers.
Turns out everyone was paying attention, including the original, Mr. B.U.C., Leroy Selmon.
He was signing these different items for people. There was a big line, and I could hear him going, B-U-C-C-A-N-E-R-S to himself. And he basically looked at me and said, you know what? You taught Tampa Bay how to spell Buccaneers.
The success of the record wasn't by accident. Jeff is a lifelong musician, one signed by the late Clive Davis, a legendary record producer credited with the likes of Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel, and Whitney Houston.
I knew in my head what was supposed to happen at the beginning, and I knew where I kind of want to end it up. Get their attention by letting people know that there's a song coming up that you want their attention for, and you hear the horn go, ba-ba-da-da, and then you hear... You can't have it too crowded musically. You need to be kind of short to the point, have a good slogan. See, I'm covering all the bases for a really good fight song. I'm getting their attention with the intro, I'm getting the stomping in, I'm doing the spelling of the team, okay, and then I get to the part where we stand up. It did kind of stand the test of time, and I think that's really says more than anything else. After 40 years, you know, when I tell people, yeah, the Bucs fight song, I wrote that. You wrote that? God, my dad used to sing that to me, da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, it's kind of part of my fiber. It's part of everybody's fiber.
In 1997, the Buccaneers kissed the old sombrero goodbye after 22 seasons with a 20-10 victory over the Detroit Lions. The home team didn't win today, but they revived a legacy that's lived here for nearly 50 years, and that's worth something. Because if that legacy has taught us anything, the Bucs will bounce back.
Hey, hey, Tampa Bay, the Bucs know how to shine. Hey, hey, Tampa Bay, the Bucs know how to shine. We're in trouble, that's okay. We can pull it out because we know we're on the top. We stand up.
The Bucs know how to shine. 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 The Bucs know how to shine.
Give a cheer for the Buccaneers. Give a cheer for the Buccaneers. Give a cheer for the Buccaneers. Give a cheer for the Buccaneers.